Okay, so today we are going to cover our syllabus and our routines and expectations of not only math class, but for Travis in general for middle school. Our expectations, rule number one, and I don't want to call it a rule, but it is to be on time. You guys get 4 minutes in between classes, and that is the time that you need to be using for bathroom breaks, filling up water bottles, or chit-chatting if you need to speak to a friend. Um, remember, for restrooms, you may not leave class to use the restroom during the first 10 minutes or last 10 minutes of class because you should be using your passing periods to use the restroom. So for middle school in Grand Prairie, we have 3 tardies, which would equal an absent and an office referral. So what that means is that if you are not in my class at the start of class time, instead of marking you present, I mark you tardy. And so those will add up and eventually they turn into absences, and then the office will call your parents and let you know that you're coming late to class. Your attendance is taken for every class that you attend for the day. So those tardies can add up pretty quickly if you are late to every class. So just be on time. Too many absences equals attendance school. I know this was not a thing last year because of COVID, but I'm pretty sure they will bring that back this year. And we ain't got time for that. Nobody wants to come here on a Saturday for attendance, right? So let's make sure that we're just showing up to class on time on a daily basis. With that being said, please don't come to school if you're sick. We will be able to get you your missing work through Canvas, and we'll talk more about that throughout the school year. Be responsible and make good choices. Next, hey, do you have a pencil I could borrow? We're going to need to be prepared for math class. It's very, 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 very important that you come to class with a pencil and paper in your journal. Scissors and glue would be great, but definitely your pencil and journal for sure. So we've got the pencil, your journal, your binder if you have that as well, because like I said, we're not turning in papers this school year. So you can punch holes in your work. I have a hole puncher in the back of my room, and you can store all your papers in your binder. You also are going to need your brain and your effort. I can't do math on my own. I definitely need you guys to participate in order for you to learn it. Oh yeah, be responsible and make good choices, please. You forgot your pencil? That's the look I'm going to give you. Wait. Don't tell me. Let me guess. You forgot your pencil again. Be responsible. Make good choices. So what is my pencil policy if you do not have your pencil? That's going to be you one day. I just legit forgot my pencil. A pencil is required to do math in math class. However, if you do not have a pencil, you'll just leave your badge on my desk and grab a pencil from the pencil box. You must return the pencil back to get your badge back. So if you look in the back of the room, you will see the blue bucket and it is just full of pencils. So if you would like to borrow a pencil for math class, drop your badge off right in front of the bucket, grab your pencil, sharpen it, go back to your seat. At the end of class, to get your badge back, just put the pencil back and take your badge. I respect you respecting me. So we are going to be respectful in this class, and that is to me, to each other, to class materials, to borrowed items, and to anything else that I forgot to mention that's inside these 4 walls or the hallway. We're middle school now, so we don't do elementary behaviors. It's time to be responsible and respectful. And make good choices. Biggest thing, and I know I talked about it a little bit yesterday, is please do not interrupt me or others while they're talking. We need to be respectful of somebody's words that they're saying because they're saying it for a reason. And so we need to be listening when that is the case. There will be a lot of time for you guys to be able to chat amongst each other. I don't mind you chatting while we're working on our assignments, but while I'm talking or another person is talking to the class, we are not talking. This is what I'm going to look like if you're talking while I'm talking, because it's a distraction for me. And then I always have to kind of figure out, all right, where was I? What was I saying? I'm pretty sure I did that a lot yesterday as well. So here is the definition for talking, just so everybody's on the same page. Talking is when your mouth is moving and there is any kind of sound coming out. This includes talking to yourself, talking to somebody else, whispering, singing, or sound effects. Questions about that? Okay, good. Mobile phones should be allowed in class for texting. Wrong. We do have a cell phone policy. You are not to use your cell phones in class. That does not mean that you cannot bring them to school. You can bring them to school, but please do not use your phone or your earbuds without permission. If you do have earbuds, yes, bring them because we will do things on iPads that have sound. And so it'd be better for you to hear it through your earbuds instead of listening to 20 iPads make the same noise at different times. This is especially true in the hallway. You guys should not be on your phones or with earbuds in the hallways either. You have iPads this year. If you're new to Grand Prairie, you get to keep and take your iPad home. Please bring it charged every day because we will use it every day. Most of these classes, all of my math classes, are over before lunch, so everybody's iPad should be fully charged and ready to go. If you do not have your iPad or it is not charged, you will have a paper copy of whatever we're doing, or if it's an online game, I will give you some other handout to work on that instead of using the iPad. So please, please, please bring it every day and bring it charged. The student said, other teachers let us have our cell phones out in class. No, they don't. And if they do, they shouldn't. Be responsible and make good choices. So what is the rules against or the consequences for cell phone bringing or using without permission? Just going to warn you at first. The second time, I'll take it and give it back to you at the end of the day. Third time, we're going to take it, give it back to you at the end of the day, and let parents know that this is the third time we've had to talk to you about your phone. Fourth time, taken again, and parents will have to pay a fine to get it back. And I don't think anybody wants to have to tell their parents that they have to pay to get the phone back because you couldn't follow directions 4 times. Okay? We're going to be responsible and make good choices. You've seen it just about on every slide because I can't stress to you how important it is for middle school students to just go ahead and get in the right mindset that you're not in elementary anymore. It's time to be responsible for your actions, for your grades, for the work and the words that you say, and to make sure that we're making the best choice. Overall, if you just do what is asked of you with your best effort, this will be a great year, and I can definitely promise that. Hey, make good choices. So, what if you decide you don't want to follow my expectations of the class? Well, we will have a procedure to follow, also a 4 strikes and you're out kind of deal. I don't foresee it being a problem. Like I said yesterday, I have never written a behavior referral, so I don't plan on starting to write them now. But in case something happens, we're going to have a warning first. And then I'm going to have to pull you after class to talk to you about it to see if there's something we can do to fix what the issue was just between teacher and student. After that, I will have to let parents know that we're still struggling after we've already been warned and had a little teacher-student conference. After that, you will be sent to Mr. Nelson, and he will have some kind of disciplinary action, whether that's in school suspension or out of school suspension or whatever the case may be. But we're not going to have that problem, but just in case, I needed to throw it out there. So, summer's over, right? It is time to get to work. It's time to be the best again. We want to be the best of the best. And we're going to be just fine. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be able to enjoy school again as long as you guys come to class prepared and ready to work. It's definitely grind time. We're ready for this. We're going to keep calm and work hard. But here's what we're not going to do. And I talked about this yesterday as well. Miss, what are we going to do today? As I said yesterday, I will always have an agenda on the board with a to-do list on the screen. So your job is to come in and immediately get started on the to-do list and do not wait for me to have to tell you to get started on it. And that will be making good choices and being responsible of you. So our daily routines. Class will be a combination of me teaching, you practicing, class discussions, and group activities. You're going to need to participate. We had a great participation yesterday on day 1. So we're going to keep that up and hopefully get a few more volunteers to participate. Or, I just call on random people. All right, so when you get here, you need to come in the doors, have your pencil sharpened, and be in your seat with that pencil at class start time. I know that's crazy, but that's what has to happen. And then again, get started on your to-do list immediately. Please don't wait for me to give you the look. Here's the look. A little less old man grumpy though. And same kind of question. Are we going to do anything fun today in class? Well, depends on you. All right, middle school. Your grades are made up of major assignments and daily work. There will be 13 grades per report card. So you'll have 4 report cards, 9 weeks each. 9 of those grades will be daily grades. 4 of those will be major assignments, but both are 50% of your grade. So the major assignments are going to affect your overall grade a lot more than daily grades. Major assignments are going to be, quizzes or tests or projects. Daily grades will just be some of the things that we work on in class while we're learning these topics. You will know what I'm grading and what's going to be a part of your report card grade, so that way you can make sure that you get it turned in and that you're doing your best work on those assignments. We're going to be responsible and make good choices. Okay, homework. I said yesterday, I do not give homework, and I don't give homework. Your homework becomes your responsibility if you do not do the work in class. However, GPISD is requiring that all middle school and high school students complete 2 Imagine Math lessons per week. I will definitely give you time in class during the week to get those done. But if for some reason you are unable to get 2 lessons passed while you're in class, you will need to at least make sure that you're getting them done at home as well. So you'll have from Monday until the next Sunday to get them done. Monday would start a new one. I'll let you know when this starts. We'll have to take the Imagine Math pre-test first. If you didn't get the grade you wanted, it's highly possible I didn't get the work I wanted. Ask questions if you have questions. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. The moment when you find out your school grades and they're better than what you were hoping for. We're going to have a lot of that. When I get good grades, feels good, man. All right, what happens if you have work turned in late? All right, typically work is due the day I assign it, and we work on it in class. So therefore, it would be due at the end of class. If you do not finish, it will be homework and your responsibility to turn it in the next day. No work equals a 0, and parent contact will take place. On a weekly basis, I will email the parents whose students have zeros in my gradebook. So every week, your parents could possibly get an email from me letting them know that you are missing assignments. If all of your work is turned in, then you do not get the parent contact. I would grade that assignment, but the way my rules on late work is set up is a no. If you have an assignment and you turn it in late, the highest grade you will receive is a 70. So we would prefer the 90s and 100s. So let's just make sure we're turning it in on time. So if your late assignment is turned in and 100% correct, the highest grade you're going to get is a 70. If your assignment is late and not 100% correct, your grade will be less than a 70 and considered failing. My tip for you, do your work, turn it in on time, and you'll pass my class. Be responsible and make good choices. It's possible. You could play loads of games and still get good grades, guys. I promise it's possible. So what is my grade? How do I see these things? When you see your mom pick up your report card. That's so cute. All graded assignments will be put in Skyward. If you don't already know how to check Skyward, you will learn soon. Any grade below a 73 on a progress report or report card will also require me to let parents know you are either failing or on the verge of failing. So what do you do if you're absent? Wait, it's my responsibility to make up the work when I was absent? Yeah. Hello, there we go. Yes, and you're going to be able to check Canvas for those assignments if you cannot make school. And the same thing, if it's not done, it's still going to be considered late. So if you're absent, please check Canvas for what you're missing. All right, so now we have the TWLA policies. These will be checked in first period and throughout the day. No ripped jeans, although you can wear them if you have leggings on under. No slides or flip-flops. Your ID must be visible at all times once you get it. If you forget your badge, you will be given a temporary. After 3 temporaries, that'll be Nelson will be notified. Mr. Greiner is no longer here. If you get a temporary, it needs to be stuck on your outside shirt. So if you're wearing a jacket, on that. If you're just wearing a shirt, on that, so that everybody can see it. And that your iPad is a tool just like your pencil, so you need to have it every day and charged. There will not be charging in my room. All right, so now we've made it to the end. I need you to take out your pencil, a highlighter or marker, and you're going to flip to the back page of your syllabus if you have a paper copy. And if you do not have a paper copy, I have the signature page printed out for you. So I'll give you guys time to do that, and I will be right back with you.